volley there from Marcia Audibert. Just dropping wide. So an early point for Bourgoin and Jones. Oh, and there, Marcia Audibert showcasing her hand speed in a lovely battle with Tara Jones, getting the best of her on that occasion. Hopefully we'll see a lot more of those hand battles in this game as it progresses. Oh, Bourgoin looking sharp on the volley, finding the angle. Some lovely play to get us going in this match. Nice finish by Bourgoin. By Audibert, rather. Just a reminder, if you have any comments on the play, the players, or the commentators, or the event itself, please feel free to put them on the YouTube chat and we will endeavour to respond to them. Nice idea there from Tara Jones. Audibert looked uncertain, but it did just drop long. And a really nice lead there from Tara Jones. That just dropped out. Have all of her self-control there. I think a lesser player would have tried to drill that shot away. Yeah, really good, and that was a really impressive slice, dink, cross court from Tara Jones, and you can see how much it meant to her, clenching her fists in celebration, getting their second point on the board. That's really good pickleball brain there from Audibert, seeing the figures of Bourgoin and Jones rushing up to the net, speeding up, and then being off balance, unable to get that one back. It's a fantastic point of the game so far. And Bourgoin finds the gap. Audibert slightly out of position from a previous shot. Lovely put away from Bourgoin. And this one already showing some really high level, high quality pickleball, which is exactly what we would expect to see in the semi-final of this competitive tournament and competitive division. Finding the line, Mundula, brilliant shot. Gets a round of applause from the spectators. All Bourgoin could do was stand and watch as it went by her. Yeah, and stepping up their game in the last couple of points. That third point on the board now. 3-2, a very narrow lead indeed. Happy to welcome back Chris Beaumont into the commentary booth here with me. Having a few thoughts on this semi-final, Chris. It's turning into a cracker, and a great finish there by Audibert as well.
Yeah, very much so, Tim. Looks like Audibert and Mundula are just starting to move through the gears a little bit here, forcing some errors from Jones that we weren't seeing when we saw them on court earlier today.
Oh, speed up once. If it fails, try again. And just overcooked from Audibert there. Good leave in the end. Very good leave from Jones and Bourgoin.
Good reactions there from Bourgoin, wasn't it, Tim?
Yeah, you can see her kind of movement across the court, dominating the centre of the court there, Audibert. She does that so well. Once she gets in a flow, gets in a rhythm, so hard to get back into that point.
A little bit of confusion over court positioning here, Tim, do you reckon? Looking to the referee, find out where we should be.
Fortunately, we got a referee and able to direct them to their correct places. Oh, and that one maybe just going long, but so difficult to move out of the way. But a really good point there. Some great resets, some great defensive play as well as attacking. And Claire Bourgoin just having a quick chat with Tara Jones after that point, finding them 6-2 down. So sharing a few words of wisdom.
Tara Jones then unlucky, Tim. Just felt like that last exchange, the one that pinned Jones a little bit. That's the sort of point that if they won that point at that moment, then that could have just shifted things a little bit back in their favour. But as it turns out, Audibert and Mundula have got that extra 2 points out of it now and have a 6-point lead at the turnaround.
Yeah, and this game is, from being 2-all early stages, slightly slipped away from them a little bit. It'd be interesting to see what they'll be telling each other at this change of ends. They've pinpointed any weaknesses. Audibert has been rather dominant, actually, taking the majority of the shots in the game so far, coming across really nicely, poaching, and she does love a very heavy drive and plays with power moving forward. You can see there that both sides, the backhand and the forehand, and winning a nice point there with a topspin double-handed backhand, and increases this lead further.
And a rare mistake from Audibert in this semi-final so far, just lifting that reset into the net. It's a 7-point gap here now for Jones and Bourgoin to try and start to close. Important moments in this semi-final.
And you see there, Audibert flying all over the court, powering those backhands and forehands down and getting her rewards for it. Unable, again, there to handle that kind of pace from Audibert.
She's moving really well, Tim, isn't she? She's getting around and covering a lot of this court.
Definitely the dominant player in this partnership, taking the left-hand side of the court and taking a lot of those forehands, and understandable when you've got as much power as Marcia Audibert. And Tara Jones charging in there, and Mundula picks that up in the corner of her eye and drives it at her. A very smart shot there from Mundula, catching her out completely. And I wonder what Bourgoin and Jones have left in the tank here, Chris.
Yeah, it just feels like they need to find that game they were playing earlier on today, where it was a lot softer, taking the opportunity for power away from the opposition. Both Mundula and Audibert are really driving the ball well. What can they do to try and change that situation where they can't drive the ball as well? And popping it up in the air like that isn't the way to do it, unfortunately. Audibert able then to commit all the way through and force another error, and this really does feel like it's slipping away from Bourgoin and Jones really quickly now.
And I think the difference is Audibert's ability to move forward and really take advantage of any kind of high ball.
But there we see it again, Tim. Earlier on, Tara Jones wasn't missing that reset, and that one then just too high allows that 1-2 sucker punch to happen again. Ball gets driven down the middle, and they're now 3 points away from booking themselves a place in the Women's Senior Open final.
Yeah, it's power, power, power. And maybe that ball just coming off slightly quicker off the paddle. Oh, and it's a shame that it ended on a net cord there. But, yeah, again, that power play from Audibert and Mundula.
Pretty relentless at the moment. Just attack, 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 and it's working for them, so no need to change the strategy at all. Just 2 points away from that final spot now. Nice angle from Bourgoin there, though, Tim.
Very nice, and they'll need more of that quickly. There's a 10-point deficit. It might be a record comeback if they can pull it up.
Good place again from Audibert, though. Just getting enough dip underneath the net there. When you're under pressure, you know you need to be getting the points. Really difficult there. Match point. Well, we've said it once or twice today, Tim, but it's kind of now or never for the team who's behind. They've got 11 points to make up on Audibert and Mundula, but at least they have the ball in hand.
I think maybe probably playing for pride more than anything else.
Just good all-round strategy from Audibert and Mundula there. Creating the gaps, creating the space, and then just punishing it without having to do that extra bit, just really putting it back into that awkward situation, forcing another error.
Bourgoin there, showing some of that ability that she showed in the group stages, finding a lovely angle off the forehand. And that gets them their 4th point.
Good bit of play again there from Claire Bourgoin. Just keeping a little bit of interest in this semi-final. I mean, there's still a long way to go, Tim. We can't really talk about nerves for the other two until they're about 11 points, but a bit of pride being shown, as you say.
So just pounced upon again. The Audibert forehand punishing the pop-up. And it's another match point with 2 serves. Nice composed play there from Bourgoin. Be very, very easy to just get so frustrated and whack that ball into the net, but just placed it nicely. Out of position, Mundula. But there it is. It was a net cord in the end that did it, but a really, really impressive performance from Mundula and Audibert there. They're going to be feeling pretty confident, Chris, going into this final.
Well, it was thoroughly dominant, and that's all you can really say about that performance. Very few mistakes, good aggression, very proactive pickleball. Jones and Bourgoin unable to really control the pace of the game like they've been able to in the ones that we've seen them play so far. Just got a little bit overwhelmed there by the pace and power of Audibert and Mundula. And they will be moving on to the final, where they will play the winners of Whitwell and Tarn, who are playing Julie Mack and Anna Linton in the other semi-final. I came back from that court earlier, Tim, and it was Whitwell and Tarn who were well in control of that as I left to come back here. So it'll be interesting to know whether they close that semi-final out as well.